everybody, welcome back to a brand new video, PJ Codes. Now in this video, I'm going to talk a little bit about the resume that got me interviews with Apple, Amazon, and a lot of other companies, okay? Now, before we even begin, let me tell you a little bit about why having a one-page resume is very important. Try to put yourself inside the mind of a technical recruiter who has deadlines of their own to meet. They have their own set of work that they need to get done in a certain amount of hours. Think about the amount of resumes that they receive every single day, okay? Especially, if they're working for a staffing agency, they get hundreds, if not thousands, of different resumes with qualified candidates, bunch of different experience levels. Their job is to basically sift through all those resumes and find a short list of candidates that will fit a certain job. Now, on average, these recruiters are spending seconds on each resume, okay? And now just imagine if you had a resume that's 6 pages long. Just think about how long the recruiter would have to basically flip through each page. And now that's taking away time that they could have reviewed another 5 candidates. You want to basically make a resume that is basically readable, clean, well-structured, to the point, and free of fluff, okay? And basically it should also have links to all of your social accounts, all your email, your LinkedIn, and whatever other portfolio links that you might have, like a blog or a personal website, or what have you, or maybe like even a side project, right? Now let me tell you that before I even started building this resume, I was inspired by this specific one called I believe it's using a language called LaTeX. It's like a special markdown language. So now you can kind of see what I definitely liked about this was the separation of different sections, right? You have your education here, you have your links, you have your coursework, you have your skills all the way at the bottom, and then you have your work experience, which is front and center, and then you have your research, awards, publications, etc. Okay, what I basically was able to extract out of this was the structural, the grid-like layout. Okay, I like that. But what I also noticed was a lot of this white space could have definitely been filled up. Okay, and also another thing was to me the titles didn't really stand out as much. Like where it says experience, education. For me, I have to actually look for it. It doesn't really stand out to me. Those are some of the things that I try to incorporate inside my resume. So now if you look at it, you can see that, okay, this person's name, title, you have your skills here, your work experience here. On my personal resume that I use, I did not use the colors, but I didn't use these colors, and I had some more social icons here, which I did not put on this. But basically, it's the same exact layout, okay? So as you can see here, I have all my skills laid out in one separate column, and we have them segregated by languages and practices, libraries and frameworks, UI design libraries and frameworks, databases and servers, unit testing, version control, and some web design. Okay, now you can use this for whatever niche that you work in. So even if you're a full stack developer, this resume is not just for front end developers. Okay, you can basically populate this however you want to. Okay, and then you have your work experience up here. Okay, this is one section, and notice how I have them segregated by lines. It just is a lot easier to discern each section. And also notice in the header, I filled up all that white space. In this guy here, you can see that the name and the email and the phone number and everything is kind of in the middle, and you have all this dead space that's not being used, right? And on a resume, you want to basically use up as much space as you can without being overbearing on the reader. Okay, so that's exactly what I did here. I moved the name here, made the font size bigger so it pops out, and I have all basically a space for all my social and email and LinkedIn and all that other good stuff. Okay, and basically you have your work experience here, and beneath that you have, say, maybe a section for professional certifications. So maybe you did like an Amazon Web Services cloud computing course or something. Just a space where you can basically complement your work experience with your skills with like certification or something. And then at the bottom, your education. Okay, the reason I laid it out this way is because when a recruiter is looking at your resume to, basically figure out if you're a good fit or not, they're not going to really look at your education first. Okay, they're going to look at your work experience, along with the years. They're going to look at your skills, and a lot of recruiters actually just run these through like a software that they use, and it basically picks out certain keywords. So that's another thing that you want to keep in mind is if you notice, I don't have, if any, I don't have any dashes or any hyphens in between, say like CSS animations or HTML5 or CSS grid, because I try to keep my words all independent. So this way the parser for the software, can easily pick up each keyword, for a relevant position. Okay, so if you want this resume, it's basically, it's on my website and the link is right here. Okay, pjcodes.com/shop, and it's completely free for you to use. When you download it, it's going to be a Word document, and basically what you will notice is a grid-like layout. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to open it up for you, and I'm going to walk you through how to actually edit. It's very simple. It's a very table-based layout. Okay. All right, guys. So here's the Word document. All right. So if you notice, basically I have everything, like I mentioned before, I have everything laid out in table-based layout. So even this guy here, this is basically 3 different columns. Okay, so very easy. So if you're, like a backend developer, you can just do, I don't know, or like a full stack, you can just type in, okay, and add some more stuff here. More stuff. And you can basically just go and type in your email address or whatever it is. Same with this guy here, your LinkedIn. Basically, you can edit anything you want at the just very simply, not trivial at all. And likewise, if you want to go to your work experience and you want to say you work at company X or Google, whatever, just type your title in, whatever your job title was, you can even change your dates, okay, location, basically whatever you want. It's all there, extremely editable. And so that's your work experience. Same with these guys here. This uses the same table layout. This entire site is just basically the same one table layout, just basically paste it all the way down. Okay, so that's that. Now let's move to the skills here. Very simple. All these guys is just a word of text with a border and a color. So if you have an experience with I don't know, like SQL, right? Type it in. That's it. That's really it. Highlight it, change it, and your new skill here. Okay, very, very simple. Remember to save it as a PDF. You do not want to send your resume as a Word doc. It's a big mistake. Make sure you save it as a PDF, and also make sure that say if you have something funky going on, if you have a lot of content, make sure you adjust your rulers up here. Make sure everything's I try to keep it as clean and as structured as possible. So this way, you do as little damage as possible. And guys, worst case, just re-download it. Okay, it's on my site, pjcodes.com/shop. Just hit download. It's going to give you a straight Word doc, and just download it and just redo it. If worst case scenario, but this is, like I just showed you, very, very editable. You can go ahead, edit it, save it as a PDF, send it to your dream job, get the job. I'll be very happy for you. Okay, I really, really hope that this helps you out, and hopefully this gets you an interview with Apple, Amazon, etc., etc. Okay, and yeah, good luck, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Thanks.